Welcome back to Wired-Tec. We've journeyed through the entire history of AI, from its earliest dreams to the powerful tools we use every single day. But today we're shifting gears. We're leaving the past behind, and we're taking a look at a future that might be a lot closer than any of us realize.
So in our last explainer, we covered the absolute explosion of AI in 2025. We talked about autonomous agents, we talked about breakthroughs in healthcare, and all of that incredible lightning-fast progress left us hanging on one massive question.
The question was this: after all these decades, from Turing's first musings all the way to things like GPT-4 becoming a global phenomenon, are we finally, truly, on the verge of creating an actual, thinking artificial mind?
Well, the answer to that question, and really the whole focus of our explainer today, is tied up in the global race to build something called artificial general intelligence. You'll hear it called AGI for short, and believe me, it is the holy grail of all AI research.
Okay, so let's dive right into this. What in the world do we actually mean by AGI? It's a term that gets thrown around a lot these days, but really getting the difference between the AI we have now and the AGI that's being built is, well, it's absolutely crucial. So on the left here, you've got the AI of today, what we call narrow AI. Think of it as a master of one trade. It can be a chess grandmaster, a brilliant artist like Dali, but it's stuck in its lane. A chess AI can't turn around and compose a symphony. But on the right, that's the goal: artificial general intelligence. And this isn't just an upgrade, it's a completely different kind of intelligence.
So to put it formally, what is AGI? Think of it like this. It's an AI that can learn, reason, and create to solve any problem a human can. It has common sense. It could take its understanding of physics and apply it to biology or art. It's not just a specialized tool anymore. It becomes a universal problem solver. And here's the most important point. This is not science fiction anymore. It is a very real, very active race between the biggest tech companies and research labs on the planet. And, a lot of experts believe that the finish line is getting surprisingly close.
I mean, just look at this quote. On Medicalus, which is a forecasting website, the average prediction from experts for when we'd get AGI has dropped from half a century all the way down to just 5 years. That is a staggering acceleration, and it's all being driven by the latest breakthroughs we're seeing. This timeline really puts that race into perspective. You've got major tech leaders saying there's a 25% chance of AGI by as early as 2026. Then you have this potential data problem where we might actually run out of high-quality data to train these models on by 2032. And the researchers themselves, they're pointing right at that same year. All the signs are telling us that this decade is going to be pivotal.
Okay, so let's keep building on this. Because believe it or not, the story doesn't just stop with AGI. The next logical question is, what happens the day after we achieve human-level artificial intelligence?
Well, the next theoretical step is something called superintelligence. And we're not talking about an AI that's just a little bit smarter than the smartest person. We're talking about an intellect that is to a human genius what we are to a housefly. It's vastly superior in every single field you can imagine.
So how could that happen so fast? The theory is called an intelligence explosion. It's pretty straightforward. Step 1, we create AGI. Step 2, that AGI, which is now the best computer programmer on Earth, starts rewriting its own code, making itself better and smarter. And step 3, that creates a runaway feedback loop. Each improvement makes it faster at improving itself, leading to this exponential takeoff in intelligence that could leave humanity way behind.
This mind-bending possibility brings us to maybe the most important question of all, the one that really, really matters. In a world with super intelligent machines, what happens to us?
Well, experts see two main paths forward. On one hand, you have the replacement path, where AI just automates us into irrelevance. But on the other, you have the complementary path, where AI becomes our ultimate partner, amplifying our own intelligence and our own creativity.
And there's some really amazing data that points to the potential of that complementary path. A recent study found that when consultants used generative AI, the below-average performers saw a massive 43% boost in their work. Even the top performers got a 17% jump. This shows AI can be this incredible force multiplier, augmenting what we can do, not just replacing us.
This more optimistic vision, this idea of human-AI collaboration, has been called superagency. The concept is that instead of making us obsolete, AI actually empowers us. It gives us the tools to be more creative, more productive, and to finally take on the grand challenges we've never been able to solve, like curing diseases or tackling climate change.
So here we are. We're faced with a choice, a huge fork in the road between two profoundly different futures for all of humanity. One of obsolescence and one of just unprecedented empowerment.
We are rushing toward this future at an incredible speed, but it forces us to ask the final, most crucial question of all. Who is actually in control of this thing? How do we steer this incredible technology towards super agency and away from disaster? How do we make sure that this story has a happy ending? That is the question we are going to tackle in our grand finale. In the very last part of this series, we're going to dive into the critical challenges of AI safety, the huge complexities of global governance, and the ethical guardrails that we need to be building right now before it's too late.
You are not going to want to miss our finale where we really dig into these crucial questions. So to catch it, make sure you subscribe to Wired-Tec. And if this explainer gave you something to think about, go ahead and hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the final...